Welcome to the Flex Developer Kit instruction video. This developer's kit provides users with easy integration and customization for the new line of ultra-low power reflective LCDs from Sharp and JDI. It also allows users to evaluate various display brightness settings of Flex's front light panel. To begin with, open your new Dev Kit box. Inside you'll find the Dev Kit board, a USB cable, and a quick start guide. This video will walk you through the Dev Kit and the steps involved for number 1, downloading the Dev Kit control software, number 2, powering up and controlling the kit with your computer, including adding custom graphics to the display, and number 3, providing you an overview of the advanced features in the kit. When looking at the Dev Kit, there are several components to point out. There are 3 buttons on the bottom labeled SW1, SW2, and SW3, but these are not needed because of the control software on the computer. The LCD, which can be a range of different sizes from 1 inch up to 5 inches. This new line of ultra-low power reflective LCDs look great in sunlight or high brightness environments. There's a pull tab used to remove the protective film on top of the LCD. Note that the optical surface underneath the protective film is very delicate and will be permanently marked by fingerprints if not protected. The micro USB connector is on the side. When you flip the kit over, you'll see the main electrical components. There are 2 LED FFC connectors, and the front light will be connected to one or the other depending on which display size you ordered. There is also a slightly larger FFC connector for the LCD display here. For advanced users, there's a 20-pin expansion connector between the 2 locating holes. This can provide you with full access to the MCU's debugging interface, plus GPIO, UART, I2C, and SPI interfaces. This next section will show you how to download the control software. The easiest way to find the software is to visit us at front.lighting and scroll down the page to the Front Light Product Sheets section. In the Developer's Kit section, find your version of the control software, either Windows 64-bit, Mac, or Linux, and download the associated files. For this example, we'll walk you through the installation on a Mac. There are step-by-step instructions on the website for installing on a Windows or Linux system. Once downloaded, double-click to open the DMG file. The mounted DMG window will now appear, containing an FLP Dev Kit control icon, which you must then double-click. At this point, you may or may not be prompted with a warning message. You can select Open, or if required, you may need to visit your System Preferences and Security page to allow this software to run. This will present you with the installer. Simply proceed as instructed. You now have successfully installed the control software. To power up the Dev Kit, connect the USB cable between your kit and your computer. For this next section, we'll have the pop-up video in the lower right corner to show you what's happening on the Dev Kit while you make changes in the software. When you first open the control software, you'll see 3 main panes. The board pane, which provides basic info about the kit, the LCD control pane, where you'll be able to control the display, and the LED brightness control pane, where you'll be able to control the front light. Let's get started by clicking the Connect button in the board pane. Find your device listed and click OK. You'll now see that the FLP Dev Kit is connected under the LCD Install section. Here you'll see the LCD part number as well as the resolution and color depth of the LCD. Now let's go down to the LED brightness control pane and activate the front light by clicking on. You'll see the electrical current being provided to the LED, which is auto set to 20 milliamps. However, you can adjust the brightness by using the slider bar to the right. The front light has a brightness range of a minimum 1 milliamp and a maximum up to 25 milliamps. You can also set a new default brightness by setting the current to your liking and clicking the Set as Default Current button. This will save the brightness level of your choice onto the kit for future use when you turn it on. To turn the front light off, simply click the Off button. When you're done using the dev kit, click the Disconnect button in the lower section of the board pane before unplugging the kit. Now we'll walk you through some advanced features of using the software, mainly to control and customize what is being displayed on the LCD. In the board pane, you'll see these two other buttons: Update Firmware Version and Restore Factory Images. The Update Firmware Version button allows you to update to the latest version and load it onto your dev kit. If there's no update available, the button will be grayed out as shown in this example. The Restore Factory Images button will permanently remove any customized changes and restore it back to its factory settings. In the LCD control pane, you'll see a bunch of different options. The Clear Screen button will clear the display to a blank screen. Note that this doesn't delete or override any images, it simply clears the graphics on the display. The Fill color will fill the screen with a color of choice in the drop-down. It's important to note here that if you're using a black and white display, any color other than black will appear as white. If you purchased one of our color dev kits, then you can choose a color of your liking and fill the screen. The dev kit has the ability to store up to 24 images in the memory. The slide count shows there are 9 factory installed images preloaded in the software. Each preloaded image takes a location in memory slots 1 through 9. To pull up a specific image, select the particular memory slot number and click Recall. In this example, we're recalling the factory installed image located in slot 5. Here's the factory installed image located in slot 7. You can recall each of the pre-installed images by recalling slots 1 through 9. The kit has a base code which cycles through each of the stored images for a set amount of time. The slide delay feature sets the amount of time that each image will be displayed, and this can range from 1 to 5 seconds. Make sure to click Set Slide Settings to save the change. We'll now show you how to add your own custom images by either replacing the factory images or filling the open memory slots 10 through 24. You do this by simply dropping your image to the location labeled Drop Images Here to the right. Note that when you drop an image here, it will temporarily display the image on the LCD and will only store it in a memory slot once you click the Store button. There are a few suggestions to make sure the images display properly. Please be mindful of the display pixel size and color depth as shown in the control software. PNG format images with the correct monochrome or RGB palette work best. Images will be cropped if they have dimensions different than the display. In this example, we're using a 2.7-inch display with a 400 by 240 resolution. Images will also be rotated automatically if they match the aspect ratio and size of the display. Please also be aware that color pictures will be converted down to the LCD's palette using the closest color. You can either replace an existing slide by picking one in the memory slot or add additional slides by increasing the slide count. Here we'll increase the count to 11 and we'll click Set Slide Settings to add 2 custom images onto the kit. Once you have your image ready, simply drag and drop into the Drop Images Here section and notice the image is now appearing on your LCD. We will then go to memory slot number 10 and we'll click Store to save this image in slot number 10. We can double check this by recalling a different memory slot number and then going back to slot number 10 to recall the image we just saved in that location. We'll then fill slot 11 with a second custom image by dropping the image into the control software and storing it in slot number 11. We can again verify it's stored properly by recalling images from the various memory slots. Remember that you can always click Restore Factory Images to reset the kit back to its factory settings. Thank you for watching our instructional video on Flex Lighting's new developer kit. If you have any questions, please reach out to your local representative or contact us at flexlighting.com.